Hi, this is Paul again, coming back at you with another story about my time as an unwilling member of Jehovah's Witnesses. If you haven't already done so, you can go back and check out my previous videos and it'll give you a backstory on my story. I'll put a link to them in this video if I can. But yeah, I'm going to pick up this story. The next story that I'm going to tell now is about my brother. I have two siblings, both of them younger than me, substantially younger than me. So yeah, my brother, one is 9 years, almost 9 years younger than me, and the next one is 12 years younger than me. So yeah, I'm almost 12 years older than him. But by the time he was 15, he made up his mind that he wasn't going to the Kingdom Hall anymore. So at that time, I was 27, long gone from my parents' home. But I tried to talk to him and tried to tell him, basically to go the route that I did. Keep your head down, keep your nose clean. Don't give them a reason to harass you. Bide your time till you get out of high school. Walk away and never look back. He wasn't having it though. He meant he wasn't going anymore, and he wasn't going anymore right then. So now, this story I found out afterwards. But yeah, one night my dad came and told both my brothers to get dressed to go to the meeting. I guess it was at nights on a weekday, so it was Theocratic Ministry School. My brother told him that he wasn't going. He didn't want to go anymore. At that point, my dad pretty much told him, yeah, you're going. And if you don't go, you can't stay in my house anymore. My dad turns and leaves the room. My brother knows that my dad's gonna try to force him to go, so he leaves temporarily. So my dad can't force him to go that particular night. So my brother leaves the house. My dad, my mom, mother, they force my youngest brother to go. So when they get back, my brother comes back to the house later on that night. My dad meets him at the door and tells him, you can't come back in here. You don't live here anymore. So yeah, a couple of weeks shy, well, I say a couple of weeks, maybe a month shy of his 16th birthday, my dad put him out with the clothes on his back because he didn't want to go to the Kingdom Hall anymore. So in turn, my brother called me, and that's when I was relayed the story. He called me. I came and picked him up. He was still going to school, still in high school. So, like I said, my dad put him out with just the clothes on his back. So I had to get him everything he needed. I had to buy him all new clothes, all new personal items and stuff like that. But at that particular time in my life, I still wasn't real settled either. So I couldn't take on the burden of, well, not the burden, because my brother's not a burden, but I couldn't take on the responsibility of dealing with a high school kid, 15 years old, not wanting to listen, whatever. And I'm not talking about listening to the Kingdom Hall stuff. I'm talking about just listen, period, teenage years. But I wasn't at a point in my life to where I could be what he needed me to be to keep him from getting himself into a jam, in trouble or something like that. So I took him down to my maternal grandmother's house. Again, none of my family is witnesses, only my mom and my dad. So I took him to my maternal grandmother's house, and he stayed there. It wasn't too far from where he was going to high school at. And I provided him with everything he needed financially while he stayed and lived with my grandmother until he got him a part-time job. And next couple of years, he stayed at my grandmother's house, finished school, and got out on his own. But from the day that my dad put him out till this day, and that's been, my brother is 44. He'll be 44 this year. So he'll be 44 years old this year. And he and my dad have never spoken another word to each other since that day. So yeah, it's kind of sad that you'll let an organization, a group of people in another state dictate to you when, how, and if you can talk to your own flesh and blood, your own family members. And the sad part about it is, my dad sees nothing wrong with what he did. He thinks he was totally justified in the way he has behaved up until this time. In his mind, we're the ones that turn our back on him and his religion, him and his God. So we're the bad guys, not him. Yeah, but I know the people that are in the Jehovah's Witnesses. I know all of them aren't bad. A lot of them have good intentions, but they do bad things because of their beliefs. And that's why I'm a firm believer in that religion, particularly that one. I'm not a subscriber to religion as a whole, but particularly this religion needs to go away. There's nothing I can see good that comes out of it. So anyway, that's my story on that one. On my second brother, I'm saving my baby brother, my third brother, for last, because he's the character. He gave my dad a run for his money. So I'll come back and tell that story next time. I'm trying to keep the video as short as I can. I didn't realize my first video was as long as it was. But yeah, I'll come back and tell that story later if you all want to hear it. So again, go back and watch my previous videos if you haven't already. And if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Y'all have a good day.